Welcome back to the Michigan Business Beat, brought to you on the Michigan Business Network. Chris Holman here, coming to you from our studios at the Capital Region International Airport. But we're going to run all the way down to Troy, Michigan right now. Tom Kelly, President and CEO of Automation Alley, joins us right now. And how are things in Troy? Okay?
Chris, things couldn't be better. I mean, we're just rocking and rolling. I am so blessed by the sheer volume of goodwill that we've accumulated over the years, and it's paying off always.
You know, it's interesting. It's like when you do a good job, it's amazing what comes out of that. So you guys have done a
I
tremendous
appreciate the
job
kind
there.
words.
So listen, everybody knows who Automation Alley is, what you do. We're not going to start with that, but tell me a little bit about Project DIAMOnD.
Well, Project Diamond, Chris, we've been talking about this with you for a long time, but we started this under the guise of COVID, where we bought and distributed hundreds of 3D printers to small manufacturers so they could participate in producing PPE, personal protective equipment, if we ever needed it. And we built this wonderful network, a coalition of the willing, sometimes I refer to it, where we all wanted to do our part. And after COVID, we continued. Oakland County came back and gave us a phase 2, and we're going to do another 250 manufacturers. And Project DIAMOnD is really what we see as the future of manufacturing, where you're able to distribute manufacturing among hundreds and hundreds of manufacturers. You don't have to build great big capital intensive factories. You can use your network, so to speak. And so it democratizes manufacturing. So that's what Project DIAMOnD is. And it's been really a great thing for our region and for where we see the future of manufacturing
Well,
going.
you know, we were up at the policy conference with you on Mackinac Island, and you had the governor there, and you guys made a couple of announcements. Tell me a little bit about all that, because now you're being mentioned on the national scene.
Absolutely. Well, we had the governor there. We had all 3 Southeast Michigan County executives. So we herded all the cats into one room, and they all were so supportive. So what we announced on Mackinac was that the governor and the 3 counties were going to work together to expand Project DIAMOnD statewide. That's fabulous, because right after that announcement on Mackinac, we were included in a federal report, the Special Competitive Studies Project. Just a little background, the original report was commissioned by Henry Kissinger. We had invented nuclear weapons, and this was a serious commission that said, how do we make sure we protect ourselves, and what does the defensive industrial policy look like going forward? This is a reorganization of that, and they're making recommendations to the president and the Department of Defense. What does this future look like with manufacturing changing so rapidly? And guess what? One of their most important initiatives, they said, we need to build a national additive manufacturing network like Project DIAMOnD. And they said the DoD should model what they're doing in Michigan on Project DIAMOnD. Chris, that kind of recognition, that we didn't ask for that recognition, right? And by the way, this group is headed up by Eric Schmidt, who was the AI, former CEO of Google, and he was the lead of the AI Commission. These people are no dummies. And for them to have found us and said, you need to pay attention to Project DIAMOnD, what a validation. We couldn't ask for any more, Chris. We've been abundance of riches, and now we need to double down and make sure our manufacturers in our community all join Project DIAMOnD. This is where it's going.
Well, and listen, these people are successful because they're aware of what's going on around, and that's how they found you.
That's right.
Radar. So a lot of this goes to American manufacturer being internationally competitive, right?
That's
exactly. Tell me about Project DIAMOnD and where that fits into that.
Well, if you think about what's happening on the global stage, we're struggling in America because other countries have very big scale, and they've built great big plants that can make lots of things, and it drives the costs way down. We're not going to replicate that in America. But what America does really, really well is mass customization. I use the Starbucks model where, you used to be able to get coffee with black or cream or sugar. That was it. And now you can get all this mass customization. If we go down this path of giving customers what they want, and we are able to do one-offs, and by the way, how you do that is through Project DIAMOnD, we can be competitive on the global stage again. And without getting too wonky on you, Project Diamond is the solution to our manufacturing competitiveness.
Yeah. So what's next for Project Diamond?
Well, what I want to see what's next is that the federal government goes, oh my God, you're right. This report says we got to model the DoD industrial strategy on Project Diamond. And they give me a call and they say, Mr. Kelly, it's the president. Will you accept his call? We want to figure out how to make Michigan the arsenal of democracy again, right? That's my dream, Chris. And then you're right. We were joking off air that you're going to need to send a car for me. I'm sorry.
You'll say who? Chris, who?
Who? Yeah, that's right.
Hey,
never.
Real quickly, Tom, manufacturers around the state that are watching this, how do they get in touch and get involved?
So go to automationalley.com. That's our main website. Give you all the information you need about how to just get involved with Automation Alley. Or you can go to projectdiamond.org. Projectdiamond.org if you want to learn specifically about Project Diamond.
Gotcha. All right, bud. Always good to be with you. Congratulations on this newfound success. And this is kind of like one of my friends that made the major leagues. I'm going to go out and look for your ball card. All right.
I hope so.
Tom Kelly, President and CEO of Automation Alley. Always good to spend time with you. You are all watching the Michigan Business Beat on the Michigan Business Network. I'm Chris Holman. We'll be back with more.